Hello! How are you doing today? My name is Emery the Gnome, and thank you for coming out to my woods today. What's your name? That's a great name. All right, are you ready to hear a story? Today's story is about the three little bears and Goldilocks. All right, so let's get started. Once upon a time, there were three little bears living in the woods in a house. And Mama Bear was making lunch, and she made some porridge. And she put the porridge out for Papa Bear, for Mama Bear, and for Baby Bear. And they all decided it was just too hot. So they decided to go take a walk while the porridge cooled down. So they left the house and went for a walk. Well, Goldilocks had been walking out in the woods for a while and saw the house and said, "Ooh, I wonder who lives here." So she knocked on the door and nobody was home. But she went ahead and opened it up and she saw three chairs sitting there. So the first chair she got into was Papa Bear's chair, and it was just way too big, just a big chair. And so she decided that she didn't want to sit in it, so she got up and she sat in Mama Bear's chair. Mama Bear's chair was just too soft. And she said, "This is uncomfortable. I can't sit here." So she got up and she sat into Baby Bear's chair. And she sat in it and she said, "It's just, bam! Chair broke." She said, "Oh my, the chair broke." So she got up and she decided she's going to leave, but then she smelled the porridge. And she said, "Boy, that porridge smells awful good. I'm hungry. I've been walking in the woods for a long time." So she went to the kitchen and she took the first bowl, which was Papa Bear's big bowl, had a big spoon, and she took a bite of it and she dropped it and she said, "Ooh, that is just way too hot. Too hot." So she got up and she went to Mama Bear's bowl of porridge and it wasn't as big, and she took a bite. And it was too cold for her. She said, "Boy, this is awful cold." So she got up, she went to Baby Bear's chair, or Baby Bear's porridge, and said, "Oh, this is just right." And she ate every single bit of it. And she said, "Oh, that was mighty tasty." She said, "That was really good." So then she got up and she said, "Man, I could go for a nap." So she went into the bedroom and she saw this very large bed and she got on it. And she said, "Boy, this bed is too hard. I'll never be able to take a nap in it." So she got up, she got onto the second bed, which was Mama Bear's bed. And Mama Bear's bed was just too soft, just too soft. She got up and got onto Baby Bear's bed. Baby Bear's bed was just right, and she fell right to sleep as soon as her head hit the pillow. Well, about that time, as she fell asleep, the bears came back home, opened the door, and Papa Bear looked at the chair and said, "I think someone's been sitting in my chair." And Mama Bear looked at her chair and said, "I think someone's been sitting in my chair." And Baby Bear, he said, "Well, someone's been sitting in my chair and just broke it." So they went into the kitchen. So the bears went into the kitchen, and Papa Bear looked at his bowl, big old bowl of porridge, and said, "Someone took a bite out of my porridge." And Mama Bear looked at her medium-sized bowl and looked down and said, "Someone took a bite out of my porridge." And Baby Bear looked down and said, "Well, somebody took a bite out of my porridge and ate it all." Then they heard, "Shh." what is that noise? So they went on into the bedroom. And Papa Bear looked at his bed and said, I think someone's been sleeping in my bed. And Mama Bear said, well, I think someone's been sleeping in my bed because they've messed up the sheets. And Baby Bear looked and said, someone is sleeping in my bed. It's a girl. About that time, Goldilocks woke up and was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I was lost in the woods and I couldn't find my way, and so I ate some of your porridge. And the bear said, well, I don't think you should have stayed here. She didn't know what to do. So she got up and she jumped out the open window and took off running. And never came back into the woods again. And learned her lesson not to enter people's homes unannounced. All right. I hope you enjoyed today's fairy tale. It was great having you. Look for more videos on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much and have a good day.